As long as the fundamentals have remained the same and nothing has changed, then your sentiments for the token, stock, whatever shouldn't change either. Welcome back to Broke Man Finance. My name is Adam. Just like all cryptos, Safemoon has been sliding around over the past week, mostly downward, and it's got a lot of investors nervous. But as humans do, we often let emotions get the best of us. In investing, regardless if it's stocks, cryptos, real estate, whatever, we tend to let emotions heavily influence our decision making. Investing is the last place we should allow emotion into the decision making process. Because of this, we tend to do the opposite of what we should. We like to buy as things are going up and everything looks great, and we tend to sell when things are looking not so great and dipping. This is typical behavior from an unseasoned investor. I'm not calling anybody emotionally unstable. I'm not calling anybody mentally weak. It happens to the best of us. We all do it. It's just as you gain experience and you mature as an investor, you realize that the best times to buy are typically during that dip. When everybody else is selling is oftentimes when you should be buying, and veteran investors know this. The current Fear and Greed Index available from Alternative shows that there's extreme fear in the crypto market right now, and it's been going up almost daily. According to Contrarian Investment Principle, that's the best time to buy and load up. I hate to use a Warren Buffett quote right here because we all know how he feels about crypto, but it still rings true. Be fearful when others are greedy and be greedy when others are fearful. And you can see right there from that chart that we are pretty damn fearful right now, but that's where opportunity lies. Because the majority of people are not buying right now because of that fear. They're just trying to salvage that initial investment. That's the difference in mindset. That's the difference between a millionaire mindset. It's only a loss when you sell at a loss. And speaking of, most millionaires are made when markets crash. Kiana Danial, and I apologize if I'm mispronouncing that, she is the founder and CEO of InvestDiva.com and says that bear markets create a large transfer of wealth from the investors who sell off their holdings during a market correction to those who buy on the dips. It happens almost once a year, but in recessions, that is when the most millionaires are made. The reason why is that all the retail traders that panic and sell off basically transfer all of that wealth to the people who keep calm and keep steady and buy the dip. Put that reason in the back of your mind. Retail traders panic sell and they transfer their wealth to the ones that can keep calm, hold steady, and buy the dip. But that's how millionaires are made. And I know it's hard to think that way because we see Bitcoin running up and all of a sudden we're buying in at 65,000. Or we see GameStop running up. We get that FOMO, fear of missing out, and we're buying GameStop at $400. And then the opposite happens and we're panic selling, losing money left and right, and that cycle continues. Until we can control our emotions, we're always going to make a lot less money. Safemoon is no different. As people try to wag their finger in our faces and say it was a scam coin, I say, hold that thought, naysayer, and buy the damn dip. And I'm not saying buy the dip because you saw David Portnoy of Barstool Sports or some YouTuber like myself saying buy Safemoon. I'm saying that because you're bullish on the fundamentals of the token. You are bullish on the crypto world itself. Those are the reasons to keep on buying the dip. Not because of some celebrity buying it or somebody on YouTube saying to buy it. As long as the fundamentals have remained the same and nothing has changed, then your sentiments for the token, stock, whatever shouldn't change either. That's that tough part, and that's where the mature and experienced investor typically prevails over a newer investor that's never done this before. These big swings are nothing new, and they won't be the last. Bitcoin plunged 94% in 2011. It dropped 82% between late 2017 and the end of 2018. If you could go back in time and buy those Bitcoin dips, would you do it? Hell yeah. So why would you not do it now? Now I have an example coming up I like to use for this very thing, so just stay with me here because I feel like this example, it did for me, I feel like this example will make your anxiety just a little less when it comes to this type of thing. But the truth is, it's nearly impossible to time the market, although sometimes we just get lucky. And if you're sitting there right now watching these Safemoon charts and you're thinking to yourself, I'll buy when I see more zeros, or, I'm just going to let it keep dropping, and then when it bottoms out, I'll pick up some. Well, good luck. And really, I mean that. If you can time it, great. Good for you, because most of us can't. I know I can't, and it's a shot in the dark when we think it's bottomed out. We've all seen the memes, buy the dip, then buy that dip, then buy another dip. We never know when the thing's bottomed out and the perfect time to buy. We just have to invest consistently. That's what wins over time. And I've tried to time the market plenty of times whenever I was younger and dumber. Not saying I'm smart now. I'm just smarter than I was years ago when I thought I was smart. That's how you know you're stupid, is when you think you're smart and you're not, especially when it comes to the stock market, because it will teach you valuable lessons like it's doing to a lot of people right now. Don't try to time the market, just invest consistently. For instance, and I know this may not be a fair comparison because the S&P 500 is a collection of companies and we're talking about a volatile crypto like Safemoon, but just hear me out because I still think it's a good example for regardless if it's cryptos or stocks, whatever. Because when things come roaring back, it tends to happen on particularly big days. Now, here's the example. If I took $10,000 in 1999 and I just threw it into the S&P, over the next 20 years, this is what it would look like if I had missed the best trading days. And this is not taking anything out or putting anything in. This is just missing the best trading days. If I had left it in there and just not touched it and hit every day, I would have 29,845. If I missed the 10 best trading days, I would have $14,895. If I missed the 20 best days in 20 years, I am now in the negative. I'm sitting at $9,359. If I missed the 30 best days, $6,213. 40 best days, over $4,000. 50 best days, around $3,000. If I missed the 60 best days, then now I am down to $2,144 out of that $10,000. Now think about just those 10 days. 10 days total in a 20-year span. If I had missed 10 days, the 10 best trading days, it cut that total return completely in half. I went from nearly $30,000 to $15,000 just because I missed 10 days in the market over a 20-year span. One day every 2 years. Craziness. Now, is this a perfect comparison? No, but it is a good example of sometimes we should just ride out these big swings, these big drops. We should just ride it out, especially if we're long-term investors and we're thinking way down the road instead of what's in front of our face right now. Because for me, this example right here is one of the things that I think about whenever I'm getting ready to panic sell. And the millionaire thing is what I think about when a crash happens, because that's when I'm buying. Having those diamond hands really does pay off in the long run. Patience. I hope this made sense, and I hope you got something out of it if you're still with me. So with Safemoon and any crypto, just hold on to those tokens, buy those dips until you believe something fundamentally has happened. If something fundamentally happens that you don't like, that's when you tuck tail and run. That's when you sell all those shares. Maybe that's when you take a loss and you use it against the gains you're going to make on the year. Remember this, the majority of us are not skilled enough traders we're not effective enough traders to be successful. No matter how many YouTube courses we buy, people may not agree with that because it hurts their ego, but that's just the reality. Please be careful. And make sure to subscribe so I can keep on bringing you videos. And if any of this resonated with you, if any of this made sense and you're still with me right now, please hit that like button and leave me a comment in the comment section below on what you were doing right now with these cryptos. Are you buying? Are you selling? Are you done with it? Are you just fed up? Let me know in the comment section below. But as always, I hope you get rich as hell off of some crypto, some Shiba, whatever. I hope you stay safe out there, and I hope everyone takes care.